Basically, what is a data structure? Data structure is the concept of organizing the data in such a way that the data is retrieved very efficiently and effectively. Basically, the data structure consists of two categories. One is linear data structure and another one is a non-linear data structure. Arrays, tags, queues and linked lists comes under linear data structure, and trees and graphs comes under non-linear data structure. This is the logical representation of an array, and this is the logical representation of a linked list, and this is the logical representation of a stack, and this is the logical representation of a queue. In the previous classes, we have already discussed it. See here how the data is arranged. Here the data is arranged in a sequential manner. That is, the data is arranged in a order. So we can say it as a linear data structure. But when it comes to a non-linear data structure, the data is arranged in the form of levels. That is, the data is arranged in the form of a hierarchical way. See, when it comes to linear data structure, just the data is arranged in order. That is in a sequential. It is having only single level. But when it comes to non-linear data structure, the data is in the form of multiple levels. I have already said to you, we can represent in the form of hierarchical form. Now let us see an example of a hierarchical data. Consider an example of a college employee. See, in the college we are having some dean. Under this dean, they are having some principal, some under the director they are having some dean, some principal, just like that. Under this they are having some HODs. Under the HODs we are having some faculty members. Okay? See, this director is going to be represented with this principal, and principal is going to be represented with this HODs, and HODs are going to be represented with this faculty members. Basically, a tree is also having some direction. Sometimes we may represent it with this arrow, or we may not represent it with an arrow. A tree having a direction from, in this data structures concept, the tree is having a direction from top to bottom. Basically, a normal tree is having a direction from bottom to top, that is from root to branches, branches to leaves. But this concept is quite opposite. When it comes to the concept of a data structures, the tree grows from top to bottom. The tree grows from top to bottom. We can say this one as a root, and we can say this one as a nodes. Okay? Node is something which is having the information. Node is something which is having the information, and as well as link of the next node, as well as link of the next node. Okay? This is how we are going to represent a tree. Then how we can say what is a tree? A tree is going to represent the data which is having the hierarchical relationship between them. Tree is going to represent the data which are having the hierarchical relationship between them. This data may be an integer or character or string, something. We can say whatever it is. Okay? Based upon our usage, we can take that data. Okay? Now let us see some terminologies related to this tree. Okay? See. Terminologies. Related to trees. Okay? A node which does not having any parent, we can say it as a root node. A node which does not having any parent, we can say it as a root node. See, observe this node does not having any previous node. Okay? This node does not having any previous node, so we can say it as a root node. Okay? Then what is a parent node? If a node having some previous nodes, if a node having predecessor nodes, predecessor means previous nodes. Okay? If a node having some previous nodes, we can say it as this node is a parent node to this particular node. We can represent it with A, B, C, D, E, F. We can represent it with like this: G, H, I, J, K, We can draw the tree like this. We can represent it with this, some character or some data like this. Okay. Then what is the parent node? Suppose observe this node. For this node, the predecessor node is, for this node the predecessor node, that is the previous node is A. For this node, the previous node is A. For this node also, the previous node is A. So the parent node for the nodes B, C and D is A. Okay? Just like that, we are going to find out the parent node in a tree. Okay? Any node, in a tree, the different nodes can have the same parent. In a tree, the different nodes can have the same parent. Okay? See, here observe the node A. The previous node for node E is node B. So the parent node of a node E is the parent node of E is B. Two different nodes can have a same parent. Okay? Then what is a chain node? What is a chain node? If a node having a successor nodes, then these nodes are chained to this particular node. If a node having successor nodes, then these nodes are chained to this particular node. See, for this B, the successor nodes are E and F. So, the chain nodes for node B is E and F. The chain nodes for node B is E and F. Okay? Then how we are going to calculate the height of this particular tree? Okay? How we are going to calculate the height of the particular tree from the root to leaf? Sorry, I have forgot to explain the leaf node. What is a leaf node? A node does not having any chain nodes. We can say it as a leaf node. A node does not having any chain node. We can say it as a leaf node. In this tree, what are the leaf nodes? J, K, L, H, I and M are the leaf nodes for this particular tree. We can say this leaf node as a external node. Okay? Then what are the non-leaf nodes? See, a node which are having at least one chain. We can say it as a non-leaf nodes or internal nodes. Here what are the non-leaf nodes? A, B, C, D, E, F, G and M are the non-leaf nodes. Okay? Then what are the siblings? See, any two nodes having the same parent, we can say those two nodes are siblings. Okay? See, observe these two nodes, E and F are the two nodes having the same parent B. So we can say E and F are siblings of B. Okay, we can say that E and F are siblings of B. Observe this particular tree. How we are going to calculate the height of this particular tree? We are going to calculate the height of this particular tree by using from the root node. We have to find out the path. Now let us see what is the path. Okay, from the root node to that particular destination node, we have to calculate the number of edges. Edges means A to B, this is one edge, B to E, this is one edge, and E to J, this is one edge. If you want to find out the path from A to J, then you have to calculate the number of edges from root to that particular destination node. Here the root node is A and destination node is J. Then the path is AB to EJ. This is the path. Okay. Then how we are going to calculate the height? See, from this particular root node, we have to from this particular root node we have to find out the path. We have to find out the path from the root node to the leaf nodes. We have to find out the path. రూట్ నోడ్ నుంచి లీఫ్ నోడ్స్ దాకా మనం పాత్ ని ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేసుకొని ఎక్కడైతే మనకి లాంగెస్ట్ పాత్ ఉంటుందో అది మనకి హైట్ అవుతుంది. ఇక్కడ మనం చూసుకున్నట్లయితే ఏ దగ్గర నుంచి మనకి లీఫ్ నోడ్స్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయి? జే, కే, ఎల్, హెచ్, ఐ, ఎం. ఇవన్నీ లీఫ్ నోడ్స్. ఆల్ దీస్ ఆర్ లీఫ్ నోడ్స్. వాట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డూ? వీ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ద పాత్ ఫస్ట్. A to J 1, B to E 2, E to J 3. Here the height is 3. A to B and B to F. Here 2. A to C, C to G, G to H. Here 3. A to D, D to M. So the longest path is 3. So the height of this particular tree is 3. Okay. Then how we can know the depth of that particular node? Then how we can find out the depth of the particular node? Here also we can calculate the number of edges from the destination node. If you want to find out the depth of this particular node K, then you have to calculate the edges from this node to the node. If you want to find out the depth, then you have to calculate the number of paths. See, K to E 1, E to B 2, B to A 3. So the depth of node is 3. Okay. How we can find out the depth? From that particular node to we have to find out the number of edges. From this particular node to the root node we will find out the height. Okay. We will find out the depth. Okay. If a tree has n nodes, then it is having n minus 1 edges. If a tree have n nodes, then it is having n minus 1 edges. See, how many nodes are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 nodes. If you want to find out the edges, then you have to apply this formula. Number of nodes is equal to 13 minus 1 edges. That is, it is having 12 edges. If you calculate, then you will get definitely 12 edges. Okay. Now let us see how we are going to this is a logical representation of a tree. This is a logical representation of a tree in a data structure. Now let us see how a tree is represented in a computer memory. Now let us see how a tree is. It is going to represent in a memory. Okay. It is allocated dynamically. See, if it is a tree, it is having 3 children, 3 nodes. One is, let us take this example. If this is the tree, I will take the small example A, B, C. If it is the small tree, then how we are going to represent logically in the memory? See, this is A and this link is this is the link part. This is also the link part for the left chain and this is the link part for the right chain. Here we are going to represent it in the memory like this. We are going to represent it in the memory like this. It is the link part of the right chain. Okay, this is C. Okay, here these nodes does not having any chain and these nodes does not having any left chain and these nodes having also any left chains and right chain. So we will represent like this. Okay, so we will represent like this. This is the introduction to trees. This is some of the terminologies related to trees and how we are going to represent logically in the memory. Okay, now let us see what is a binary tree. in a tree a node having at most 2 chain nodes. We can say it as a binary tree. Okay, in a tree, if a node having at most 2 chain nodes, we can say it as a binary tree. See, now let us see the example of this tree. It is having at most 2 children. We can say it as a binary tree. See, this is another example. In this tree, this node having 3 children. So we can say this is not the representation of a binary tree. Then how we are going to represent a binary tree? In the definition itself, I have said to you a tree having at most 2 chain nodes. We can say it as a binary tree. Okay. See, now let us see this example. This is the node, and this is the another node. This is having 2 children, and this is also having 2 children. Just represent like this. I have already discussed in the tree the data is arranged in the form of levels. This is level 0, and this is level 1, and this is level 2. Okay, this is level 0, and this is level 1, and this is level 2. Okay, here the number of this is a level 0, and this is a level 1, and this is a level 2. Here the number of nodes is 0. Here the number of nodes is 2. Here the number of nodes is 4 at this level. Okay. Here at this level the number of nodes is 1, and at this level the number of nodes is 2, and at this level the number of nodes is 4. So we can say that the maximum number of nodes at a level is 2 power I. See, here the number of node is 1. Here the number of node is 2. Here the number of nodes are 4. See, here level 0, that is 2 power 0, that is 1. The condition is satisfied. Here at this level, the number of nodes is 2. So level 1, here the I represents the levels. Okay, here the I is level 1. So 2 power 1, that is 2. 2 power 1, that is 2. Here also the condition satisfied. Here at level 2, so 2 power 2. Here also we are having 4 nodes. Okay, here also the condition satisfied. The maximum number of nodes at each level, here by using this we are going to calculate. Okay, in the next class we are going to discuss the binary trees and its the types of binary trees and its representation in the memory. Okay, thank you.